Hi, I'm Henry with the Adult Skills team at Blackburn Borough Council. In this session we're going to look at a series of everyday stretches known in Japanese yoga as Makko Ho. The set that I'm going to do are what I call a classic set. I'm going to refer to your centre, and your centre is a point 2 inches below your navel in the middle of your torso. So when I say lift your centre, I mean to lift your torso. I need to make a point about the way we move. The movement is a bit like rocking backwards and forwards slightly. This is not a ballistic movement. When we were at PE years ago and the teacher would have us doing bouncing stretches, those are not good because they can lead to injury. Within this movement, I'm controlling my my movement at all times. I'm controlling the movement by using antagonistic muscles through my centre. I'm moving my centre forward rather than bouncing. So in this movement, I lift my centre and the movement is like this. So I'm not leaning on the muscle because it might tear. The movement is gradual and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll make a start. I'm sitting with my legs out. The knees are relaxed, the legs are not locked, and the feet are pointing upwards. I'm sitting as straight as I can, and I'm going to move forward. On a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. I'm breathing into the stretch, and the stretch for me should be comfortable. The stretch is on the back of the leg, either the hamstring, the calf or the soleus. But for you, the area where the stretch is may be different. This is also mobilising my lower back. And relax and come up. Then we put the legs wide, but not as far as they'll go, and you'll see why in a minute. We always go left side first, so I grab my left leg where I can. I lift my centre, and I'm moving my centre towards the left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold, or more accurately, relax. I'm breathing into the stretch. I can feel a stretch in this part of my hamstring here. For you, it might be different. And then I put my hand down and I move my leg out slightly, lifting my centre, lifting my thorax to move to my right hand side. Grab your right side where you can. For me today, I'll grab my foot, lifting centre and moving centre in the direction of the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax for a few seconds while we breathe into the stretch wherever the tightness is for you. There should be no pain. The stretch should be comfortable. Put the hand down and move the leg out slightly, lifting through centre to move to the left hand side again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. I'm putting my hand down to support. I could put my hand on my knee or I can stay like this. This is more comfortable for me. Put the hand down, move the leg out slightly, lifting centre. We flow to the right. Grab the right side where you can. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. Breathing naturally, relax the shoulders as much as you can. We're supporting ourselves with our core. The energy is moving in this direction, the stretch is in this direction. Put the hand down and move the leg out slightly. You can probably tell that in this set of exercises I'm mobilising my hips and my lower back by stretching the back of the leg and the inside of the leg. This time I make a diamond shape with my hands and place that on the floor in front of me. I lift my centre and I move up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and hold and breathing naturally. Breathe into the stretch, relax into the stretch wherever the tightness is for you. Sometimes you feel the muscle release, you feel the muscle give. But in the classic exercises, there isn't much time for the muscle to relax. When you're doing these at home, as you'll see in the classic adapted set, we try to stretch for at least 2 minutes. I'll explain why in that series. We come up with our core and then we put the feet together. But first I'll let the back of my legs relax, just tapping the knees gently on the mat. Okay, so feet together. As much as we can, get the soles of the feet together. If we have different size feet, that might not happen. Left hand and then right hand. Sitting as straight as possible, thinking up through the top of the head. Gently push the knees towards the mat. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. This is stretching the muscles on the inside of the crotch, the abductors. Next, I'm going to move my core, my centre up and over by pulling on my feet. So the elbows come out, go up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and hold. But hold isn't the right word, it's more of a relax. Relax the shoulders as much as you can, even though you're actually pulling using your arms. It's more difficult to breathe deeply in this position because this chest is compressed. Breathe to the stretch or send white light healing energy to that area. And then come up through the core to relax. Next I'm going to move to kneeling. In Japanese this is sitting seiza. I'm going to stretch the muscles on the front of the thigh now, the quadriceps, but you may also feel a stretch in the front of the shin. So we put the hands back, try and have the feet outside the buttock. You shouldn't be sitting on your feet, and if you can, move to the elbows. Some people find that this pinches the lower back. The lower back is quite restricted. We count to about 10. If you can go down onto your shoulders, but be careful because you need to be able to undo that position. At the moment I can undo this because I can come up on one elbow and then a hand and come out. Good. Next we go forward. So far we've stretched the back of the legs, the inside of the legs, muscles deep within the hip and muscles on the front of the thigh. Now we're going to stretch the middle of the upper back, the thoracic spine. We imagine our arms are like the runners of a sledge and we extend energy through our arms and through our fingers. This is unbendable arm or innate. We stretch out and then move the thoracic spine, the middle of the back in between the shoulder blades, towards the mat as we breathe out. The arms are alive so that the elbow doesn't touch the ground. We do this about 5 times. We breathe in and then breathe out. Sometimes you'll feel a crunch in the back, and this is okay. If we feel a crunch and then a squeal or pain, that's not good. 3rd time, in, back, keeping the arms alive. So you can see that my bum comes up slightly because I'm forward. Good, I'm feeling that loosen up. Next we go from side to side, which is a mild turning stretch, but we're also stretching underneath the armpit. The latimus dorsi, sometimes known as lats. We always go left side first, so I'm going to use my right hand as my runner, out there, and move the armpit towards the mat, coming back. You can see that the other hand, the other arm is alive, like a counterbalance. I'm going to do these 3 times each. Stretching out, and move the armpit to the mat. Stretching out. Always little finger first. Okay. I'm going to add more rotation. Put my left hand behind me, and I have my hand out in front of me. The fingers are alive with energy. The hand comes up and over, past the left side of my face, and my nose follows. And I'm looking at the mat behind me. I undo that stretch. This is more stretch on the thoracic spine in between the shoulder blades. Right hand behind me, which is supporting. The hand comes up and over. And I can breathe out while I complete the stretch. This is a gentle twist. This should never be powerful. Three times each side will do. Some people might find again that this impinges the lower back. It pinches the lower back. And I'll show you a way in the next set to release that pinch. Okay, good. I move to sitting cross-legged. It doesn't matter which foot you have underneath, as long as next time we change that. Sitting straight up, thinking up through the top of our head, grab gently underneath each knee and moving the centre up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. I can feel this mobilising deep within my hip and my lower back, my lumbar spine. I can rock gently from side to side to increase that stretch, and even though my chest is constricted, I try and breathe into the stretch to allow it to release. Coming up using my core, I can use my hands if I need to, change legs so that the other leg is underneath. Gently grab underneath the knee, lift centre up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And come up using your core. The last in this classic series is Koho Tenturundo, rolling. The rolling is to massage the muscles either side of your spine. I'm coming slightly forward from where I was so that I don't bash my head against the wall. And if you're doing this at home, you need to be on a thick carpet or a folded towel, and you need to check that there isn't something behind you. If my right leg is in front, I'm rolling on the left side of my back, and I'll do that 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's important not to go over, because we can't control how we're going over. If I've taught you how to do an Aikido roll, that's different. But in this practice I haven't. So I'll show you 2 ways to stop yourself going over. we can either push our knees, or we can throw the hands over our head and push. That stops us going over backwards, which is not good for our neck. So that's the classic set of Makko Ho. Another time I'll show you how to roll properly, and in the next series I'm going to show you the classic adapted. Goodbye.